Yes, are we on? We are still here at the Ugandan Independence Day, rocking everything down. And I have a young gentleman here actually representing the youth. You know, I love to see young people like you coming to events like this. So tell me, are you from Uganda or are you a friend of Uganda?
I'm from Uganda, born in Uganda, and came over when I was of the age of 11. And since then I've been living in the UK, but I tend to go back to Uganda now and again, at least once every year.
So you still keep your culture, your roots?
That's right, yeah, that's where I'm from, those are my roots, so...
Yeah, because we have a lot of people who come and then they forget their roots, they don't want to hear, you understand, or they don't want to know anything. But for you to come at the age of 11 and you still keep your roots, that's impressive.
Yeah, it's one of those things, you don't take all the credit, you have to give some of the credit back to the support system, the family that you have, enabling you to keep the culture, to maintain the language, because I do have friends and cousins that have lost the language along the way, but that's our culture. We've got to maintain the culture and keep it together.
Do you still speak your language?
Yes.
So what language is it? Because I know that Uganda has different dialects.
Yeah, well that's Luganda and Runyankole, so I speak 2 languages.
Okay, you speak 2. Well done. So tell me more about today.
Today has just been amazing. We've had some really good speakers and it's just been brain opening. I was sat down and I was literally taking notes as some of the speakers were saying, because some of the stuff they were saying really opens your mind up and gives you an opportunity to think differently and think on the way forward, and not just to be pigeonholed and just think of your day-to-day, but to think beyond that and what sort of impacts you can put back home. And there's a lot more opportunities back home, and you can sort of take knowledge of what you've achieved here and then take it elsewhere. It'll be amazing.
Yeah. All right, like take everything that you've done here and just go and imply it.
That's right, yeah, that's right, yeah.
Is that what you're planning to do in the near future?
That's definitely my plan, without going too much into the nitty-gritty.
Yeah.
I have got a few ideas that I do want to apply back home, and I've been liaising with a few different people, and just having a support system of people that have been there and done it, or they've got the contacts. Say, one of the gentlemen that I was speaking about being part of the business e-commerce
investment.
Yeah, so he's got a lot of contacts within that, and he opened the door up to anyone that needs mentoring, support, funding. So that's definitely a contact I'll be looking around for tonight.
Yes.
And get a one-to-one discussion with him if I'm lucky.
So do you think that events like this should actually happen every year? Do you think they should? Because I know this is the 2nd year they're doing this. Even though Uganda has been there for you, this is the 53rd year, and for them to say that this is the 2nd year they're doing something like this, I mean, would you want to see things like this happen every year, events like this, and bigger?
Most definitely. And if we can keep these sort of events happening, it will be a catalyst to drive smaller events within the year. So, such as debates, just get-togethers where you can exchange ideas. So you can always have the main event, but off the back of that, have smaller events within the year to keep the community discussing and pushing the same direction.
Okay. So what can we do to bring more youth in? Because today I can see you're part of the youth and you're representing the youth, but we don't have a lot of youth in there. So what can we do to bring the youth, you understand, together and join in and, because they need to come and listen to speakers like today. There's so much motivational speakers there. And if the youths were there, and I think for us, for the older people, the older generation, they've heard loads and loads and loads of motivational speakers. The inspiration, being encouraged to do this, to do that. But it's the young ones that we actually need to impact this knowledge to. But they're not there, so how do we get them?
Definitely. Well, the young people are the future. Like that was captured in quite a lot of the speeches today, and I do believe that we can get the young people more involved in events like these. To be honest, it's a tough question, but it involves getting down onto the ground and engaging the young people outside of these events. And once we start engaging with them outside of these events, they'll take interest into the events. So we still have to go to them rather than ask them to come to us, if that makes sense. Because I'm still young myself, and you do take a lot of respect out of someone that comes to engage with you in your own comfort zone, whereas asking the youth to come into a setup like this to sit down and listen to speeches is taking them out of their comfort zone and bringing them into different setups. So I think we need to do a lot more groundwork and street work with the youth to try and get them to events like this. So it's a marathon, but I do believe we'll get there.
Yeah.
The right strategy. That's right, yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of the day. Yeah.
Sure.
All right. Thank you. I was actually listening to your speech. It was so motivating and so inspiring. Your speech. Can you tell me more about why you're here today?
Well, it's just my connection with Uganda, because my mother was born in Uganda, and I think, you know, the people are so good, and they've got a 5-star personality and a 5-star smile, you know, the caring, sharing culture, and the ambassador and the High Commissioner, she's the most humble High Commissioner I've ever seen, and you've heard many people say that, and I think it's her humility and her care for humanity. So obviously when some people have a purpose, the passion is automatically driven. So I was in with Kofi Annan and the Prime Ministers for the Global Citizen Forum, and then I just came and booked into a hotel, and I'm still with energy. I might be tired, but I'm not retired, you know. And I have passion. I don't have passion for fashion. I don't dress to impress. I don't even have an address to impress. But you know, it's the people. The people are the most important ingredient.
Exactly.
They're not useless. They are used less. Either you can run the organization or ruin the organization. And the difference between run and ruin is that little word I. And I think Ugandan people, including President Museveni, are very low in egoism. Leave your ego at the car park and then come.
I know you were talking about investment as well, and you were talking about people being scared on stage, that they can't stand in the, and you understand. So what were you trying to say? Are you trying to motivate people to speak, to stand up, to walk tall?
Yeah, I think because according to current research, in 2004 and 14 in US, it's official that public speaking, the fear of public speaking, is the #1 fear, especially in America. But I think it's a universal thing. People might as well die than to speak in public. The #1 fear was not snakes or heights or phobias, was public speaking.
That's interesting, because I didn't know that either.
Yeah, and guess what? I asked the researcher, what's the second biggest phobia?
Yes.
And they said, thinking you're going to die whilst speaking in public.
Wow.
And then the death of your spouse came the third fear. And I think fear is the word FEAR, false evidence appearing real. But I have my own versions of fear. One positive acronym and one negative. The positive is face everything and recover.
Head on, yes.
The negative is forget everything and run.
Exactly, and
So,
that's the bad one. To forget everything and run, because then you never know what your destiny is if you forget everything and run.
Exactly. And I mean, I'm a chartered accountant, but I got into public speaking, and now I love it so much. Like I said, there are hundreds of DVDs, CDs, books where they charge you thousands of pounds. But I have a formula. It's very simple. It's called Peacock. You master Peacock, and the P is for passion, E is for enthusiasm and energy, A is your audience connection, and the C is the confidence and the courage, and O is the optimism. Oprah Winfrey said, the future is so bright, the future is so bright that my eyes literally burn. And the other C, clarity, clarity, clarity. Clarity precedes mastery. You need to know where you are going.
Exactly.
And the final K, the audience tells me, a speaker needs knowledge, because you can't waffle. People can Google that. So I think once you master public speaking skills, you know, and it's just amazing. I think, you know, the youths of today don't ask what Uganda can do for you, but we should ask what can we do for Uganda. And the ex-president of America, Mr. Truman, he said it very beautifully. How remarkable a country would be if no one cares who gets the credit. Then we're all in it together. It's all about teamwork.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Are you on your way home now, or you're still enjoying the evening?
I'm back to catch up my sleep, you know. Home sweet home, home where the heart is. But I really found that amazing. It's like a family. Father and mother, I love you, family. Just a man. Oh, sorry, I forgot one thing which they couldn't put it. I'm writing a book now with a professor of Oxford and Cambridge on business, wit and humor and acronym. I came with a brilliant acronym for Uganda.
Oh, okay.
It's amazing, I think. Uganda. United Government and Never Die Attitude. Uganda. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much. God bless you.
And all I can say is, God bless you. GOD, guaranteed overnight delivery. For your eyes only, you are the apple of my eyes. An eye for an eye makes the whole world go blind. So love can reduce friction to a fraction. Love all, trust few, follow one, hate none. LOVE, let our violence end.
LOVE, let our violence end. And now, this is Greenwichtv saying, let's get more. Yes, 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 yes. When I say Greenwichtv, always catch the best moment. Well, right now, still in the Ugandan independence, I have some lovely, lovely ladies. And I'm not going to ask them why they're not wearing their Ugandan attire. Why, guys, are you not wearing your Ugandan attire? Why are you wearing these clothes? Can someone just tell me? Because the event does not...
No, because we are Miss Uganda UK finalists 2015.
That's why you're not wearing your attire?
We were told what we had to wear, so we just followed the dress code. Smart and elegant. That's how we had to come.
Did you hear that, smart and elegant? That means that your Ugandan attire is not smart and elegant if you wear it?
No, no, but this was our uniform that we had to come in today, so...
Okay, so today you had like a uniform, right? So you are the finalists. So when you started, how many were you? By the way, these are from Uganda. This is where Uganda produces beautiful ladies. So these are the finalists. So how many were you when you started?
We had 25 applicants. Yeah, 25 contestants.
You were 25. And how many of you left?
11.
Wow. So is it like every week you have something and then one comes out, two are left, or was it just once and then all of them were taken out and you were left? How does it work? How does this work? You know, I'm not in this industry. I don't know how it works. Come on, someone tell us how it works. Who is brave enough? Come on, guys. If you can walk, you can talk. So
you just have to commit to it. It's the commitment. Some people had commitment issues. So, you know, when you're taking part in this pageant, you have to be committed and have the drive. And some people didn't have time for that and to give their all. So I think that's the reason why.
Okay, I know some people always think that it's about beauty. It's about the beauty outside. Is that what it entails? Is it the beauty or there's something else? I can see someone is not really talking. Come on, darling. You need to answer this question. People always say that, oh, it's about the beauty. They look at the face. They look at the figure. Is that all? Is it all about the beauty of the figure? And we're leaving the brains at home?
No, it's not about the beauty. It's about what you have to offer and how you can help people. And it's all about elegance as well. So you have to be quite likable. So you have to be
quite elegant. And one thing I picked where you said, what you have to offer. So right now, I'm going to put you on spot. What do you have to offer?
Right now, what I have to offer is, since I was 14, I've been working with sexual health. Sorry. I've been working with sexual health since I was 14, and it was a charity called the African Foundation, AAF, and basically it's about young carers looking after their parents. It's closed doors, so they feel, so this is a place for them to speak to, you know, to put each other's ideas and each other's, you know, what they do every single day. Yeah, I don't know how to.
Don't worry, I'm so sorry that I put you on the spot. But I think all of you girls should have, if someone asks you something, you should, the way you walk, the way I see you doing the walk, you should walk the walk, talk the talk. You can't be walking and then I ask you a question and I don't know. None of that. Now, to you, what can you offer? What do you have to offer?
Well, I've recently graduated in social policies and youth studies, so I have a broad understanding of policies, not just in the UK but in other countries. What I have to offer is I specialise in mental health, so I'm currently a rehabilitation assistant, and I want to make people more aware of mental health. I think that, especially in the black community, it's not normalised, and 1 in 3 people do suffer with mental health issues, and it's something that I want to promote, and I want people to know, you know, things like depression, stress and anxiety is normal, it is okay, and we need to accept it more, especially for women. To be a woman in this day and age is difficult. It's tough because it's not just about, you know, being a mother, raising children. You have to have a career, you have to have education, you still need to look good, you know, you've got Beyonce, you've got got Kim Kardashian putting pressure on us now. So there's so much things, so many standards you have to live up to, and feeling stressed is something that's deemed as a mental health issue, and it's something that's normal. So I think that's something that I have to bring, because I have the knowledge in terms of having a degree, and I have an understanding of someone who's dealt with stress many times, and I want people to have more awareness about it and normalize it. So that's what I think I can bring to the competition.
Booyaka, booyaka, booyaka. Mwah, she got me there. Woo. Now let me look. Who am I going to? Don't be scared, darling. Don't be nervous. I'm coming. Now, what do you have to offer, sweetie?
I have to offer my brains, and I'd like to help children in poverty, because that touched my heart. Like Gladius, when she won, she helped child sacrifice, and I'd like to help with that charity as well, because that's something close to my heart. That is something that I would like to offer in this competition. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Wow. Okay, madam. There's one pretty lady at the back thinking, I hope she doesn't see me. I hope she doesn't see me. Well, I just saw you.
Hi. Basically, I'm studying criminology at university. What I have to offer is, I just want more for the young youths, and more organisations we put out there for the young youths, and more help for young people. So yeah, I'm in the middle of studying right now, so I'm halfway through my first year.
Thank you very much, ladies. I'm not going to ask all of you, sorry, but maybe something small. So how old are you, sweetie?
I am 26 years old.
Oh, you're 26. You look,
yes.
I thought you were 20.
Thank you.
You were 26?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so what do you have to offer?
What I have to offer is my brains. I am currently a mortgage administrator for a large finance company in central London, and I have been in the finance industry for many years, since I was 17 years old. And within this industry, there isn't a lot of women in the finance industry, because within finance is very a male-dominated industry. And also within the next 2 years, I am training to be a mortgage advisor. And again, there isn't majority black women who are mortgage advisors. It's a small minority. Again, it is very male-dominated. So I am training to be that.
I say, men, watch out for these women. Not for their beauty or their figures, but their brains. Those beautiful Ugandan ladies, they're going to be Miss Ugandan finalist, right? Miss Ugandan finalist UK. This is the brain behind it. This is the vision bearer, the vision carrier, the idea lady, the one who came with it all. And that's not enough. Let her tell us more about herself, because I know about her, but I want it to come from her. Now tell us, what's your name? What do you do? Who are you? What did you win? What your achievements, your awards, everything.
Hi, my name is Gladys Chotunjure. I am former Miss Uganda UK. I was Miss Uganda UK 2011 to 2012 to 2013. And then I went on to compete for Miss Face of Africa Europe after my reign as Miss Uganda. Miss Uganda CEO is Jacqueline Matovu, and she's the owner of JM Promotions. She is the dream bearer, and she has given us the vision, so we carry it equally. But she birthed it, and she's been running it. This is the 5th year. I want to thank her very much, because she's given me a platform, a person like me, to give back to my community, to be a leader in my generation, to impact young girls, to align dreams of young girls, to inspire and motivate. So it's because of that blessing and kind of opportunities given to me, that's why I am partnering and working with Miss Uganda UK, because I want to give that same opportunity to somebody else who wants to do something, who wants to change, who wants to bring about something different, something positive. So that's why I'm working with Miss Uganda UK, and we have achieved massive things. I launched a campaign against human sacrifice in Uganda. It has gone so big. We have international partners now, and at the moment now we have a law that's going to be passed soon, if our bill is approved, a private member's bill against human sacrifice. That is a milestone achievement I could never have imagined achieving not being Miss Uganda UK. And with that, UNICEF has asked me to endorse a campaign against sugar daddies in Uganda as well. Again, if the platform to be a beauty queen wasn't there, I'll probably never be heard. I'll probably be lost in the masses. So beauty pageants are not just a platform where you showcase beauty, it's an opportunity as well, because every person's beautiful, but then we have something else inside us that we always need a platform to bring out. So that's how I see beauty pageants in Miss Uganda UK.
Because it's a platform that you can actually air your views, and your views will be heard, because now they can see that you have achieved something.
Yes, that's true. It's very believable. When I tell the ladies and the girls about my journey, some of them know me. I've touched and inspired girls I've never met before. So I am really grateful that it's given me that platform. Without it, I'll probably not made as much impact as I have now.
I know the viewers back home, you heard where she said human sacrifice, and you might be thinking, what? What did she say? But actually happens, and I think that will be a topic for another day. We'll actually bring you in the studio, and we want to hear more about the human sacrifice, because I know there are things that happen, especially in some parts of Africa, and I know Uganda is one of them that practices that. And with your campaign, that is it's so touching, that because can you just imagine your child being sacrificed, you understand?
Yes, a lot of kids get missing, and we never know where did they end up, because we never hear another news reporting that they found them. Where do these kids go?
Exactly.
Who are the body parts that we find? Yeah. Mutilated body parts.
Yeah.
And the reason for child sacrifice in Uganda is to amass wealth. Yeah. People believe that they're poor and they need some sort of miracle to happen to get money, but it's at the expense of many young children. I got lost when I was young, and it never occurred to me that it could possibly have been child sacrifice that could have happened to me.
Yeah. You know what? That is a very big topic. It's not something that we can actually tackle right now, and it's not. I don't think it would be nice for us to just say a little Winnie Penny and then leave everybody like, okay, and then what happened? That presenter, she could have let her say something. But today is not about that, because today is Ugandan Independence Day.
Yes.
So how do you feel about the Ugandan Independence Day today? How does that make you feel? Like, woo, victory?
When I hear the history of Uganda and how much limitations were there, I am proud to celebrate the independence, because it has given me the freedom to be the person that I am. Freedom for education, freedom to give back, freedom to participate in the politics or even in the economic or social growth of my country. So I am proud of that independence, and don't know if I would have done what I've done, known what I know, if there was a limitation to what I could attain as a Ugandan citizen. So Happy Independence Day to all Ugandans.
Hey, when I say Uganda has talented people, Uganda produces people with so much brain and so much talent and so much gift. Now, I just met some beautiful lady over here. She was telling me all about herself, and I said, I don't like talking about people's business. You talk about yourself. So now tell us, tell all the viewers at home what you are, who you're made of, everything that you told me.
Hello viewers, my name is Greenwichtv Namtebi, and I'm a Ugandan born living in the UK. I'm a fashion designer by profession, stroke entrepreneur. I run a fashion business. I'm due to launch end of October. At the moment I have a branch in Uganda with a store called Bold. It's situated at Acacia Mall in Kololo. This year I've decided to take my brand to another level and agreed to be one of the sponsors for Miss Uganda UK.
Wow. Oh, you said you're launching in October. Where?
Launching it in London in the UK. There, for my fashion label is called Dare, and it's a women's wear clothing. So we target the demographics of 25 to 45-year-olds working, career working women who are modern and glamorous. And we'll be launching online in the UK.
Oh, it's online?
Yes.
Okay.
Online-based business.
Okay, so you're going to be one of the sponsors as well to Miss...
Official sponsors. So I'll supply the clothes for all the girls taking part in the pageant.
Okay. So we'll come that day and support what you're doing, because we like to see, in Greenwichtv, we like to see young ladies like you actually doing something positive to the community.
Exactly.
So you say that you also have a shop in Uganda.
Yes. So how it happened is that you know, I'm a fashionista and I'm quite out there in the community, so I have, you know, I get a lot of messages from women in Uganda who are expressing their admiration for my style and my clothes. So you know, I'm not based in Uganda, so I can't open a shop. Yeah. You know, it's a long process. You need a strategy to plan around that. So I decided to collaborate with Bold, which is a local fashion house that houses local designers. So I decided to partner with them, and they stock my clothes.
Okay. And you're actually catering more for the young girls?
No, not for the young girls, for the working women, 25 to sort of like 25 to 45.
Oh, 25 to 45.
Yes, so working career women.
Okay, so I am one of them, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So next time I'm on this platform, I want to be wearing your design.
Sure.
Well, I'm going to Nigeria on the 31st, on the 20, when am I going again? I'm going to Nigeria on the 23rd of October.
Okay.
And I want to go with your clothes. I want to go with your design on the 23rd of October.
They will be ready by then. But for the public, officially, 30th.
30th. Yeah. But for me, for more, 23rd, right?
Yes, you will get your dress by then.
Okay. So everybody else who is going to see me when I'm in Nigeria, you know that this beautiful lady is the one who's going to design everything that I'm going to wear for the 1 week that I'll be in Nigeria. So watch this space. And if you want anything, so if anybody wants your design...
Yes, they can find us. We are also very active on social media. So if you're on Instagram, you can find us as Their Brand. If you're on Facebook, you can find us as Their Brand. Our website is www.their-online.com.
Okay. So do you have any phone numbers as well that follows this?
Yes, we don't have any official numbers yet for the public, but we can engage with the public on social media. My official social media name is Greenwichtv. That's what I'm popularly known as, my first name and my middle name. So you can find me on all social media platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, MySpace, Google+, as Greenwichtv. I'm very active on every platform.
Someone is very busy.
Yeah.
But all we say is good luck with everything that you're doing, okay? Okay, take care. Thank you very much. Okay. Don't worry how we're seated down. We're still in and celebrating Ugandan Independence Day, 53rd Ugandan Independence Day. We've been dancing. Now we're tired. So we thought, you know what? Let's sit down and just relax and chillax. And I'm here with one handsome guy. He's going to introduce himself and tell us who he is and what he does, and actually also tell us how he feels about Ugandan Independence Day.
Hello, thank you for having me. My name is Jafar Suleiman Hussein. I'm currently the chairman of the Uganda Entertainment Connection in the UK. Basically, it's an association that binds together the artists, the DJs, and the promoters, together for one goal, which is entertaining fellow Ugandans in the diaspora, especially in the UK. Yeah. I'm happy to be here. First of all, I've done events, I've been in clubs, and so I know exactly what is going on here. I've done an event exactly like this one when we were celebrating 50 years of independence. I did the official Ugandan independence in Golders Green. We had, a multi-faith kind of prayer where the Muslims, the Christians, the Seventh Days, all the pastors, came together. We had, ambassadors and all them, and it was a very, very good event. So coming here and being part of this, to me, reminds me, it's just memories of what, happened on the other event. Well, that said, what do we learn? Coming to celebrate 50 years, 53 years of independence. To me, it's a milestone, but it leaves us with a question of what have we achieved in the 53 years of independence. Well, I'm a young guy that, has lived in Uganda, from birth. I've been here for 9 years, but I still belong to Uganda. And I feel like I need to give more to my country. But the thing, the problem we have in the UK is how do we connect to the Ugandan community, and how can we make our presence, how can we make our existence relevant in Uganda? So there is a gap that we need to fill. Well, that said, still there are lots of things that we have achieved as a country in Uganda. you know, stability and all that. But still, I can't go so deep because of my age, because those are things I didn't see. But from the history, we've all studied the history of Uganda, you know, our leaders and everything. I think we're on the right path. We just need people who lead us, devoted people to the country, people who feel for the country, people who actually think we need to be somewhere at a certain age, people who have a vision that, you know, Uganda should be at this point. We need comparison between countries that had independence around the same time as us. We need to see where they are. We need to, you know, we need to put ourselves on their level, see how are we doing, how are the people doing, how are the health facilities going in a country, how is the rural person in Uganda, is it getting these things? Yeah, once we achieve such things, trust me, I think that's what I feel us as youth should, you know, look forward to, and, you know, encourage those that come even after us to, you know, keep doing that.
Yeah, I know you just did a convention, Uganda convention, and it was a great success. I heard it was a great success. And I think with events like this, you as being a promoter, if you promote, like today, I know today is Uganda Independence Day, and we have another event somewhere else, but my just point of view, if I can add there, is if you people as promoters, talk to the people who are organizing, the event organizers, and if they can have at least one event. You understand? Like if today all the events were together, because you as a promoter, you know the different events are taking place. Yes. So if you speak to the organizers, so they can combine all the effort together, they combine forces. I think. What do you think about that?
No, actually, you've just hit the point. Those are the aims and objectives of the association, of the Uganda Entertainment Connection. When you look at today, I actually had to attend 3 events because I was invited on the other one, and there's only one word that I keep asking myself: why are we divided? Exactly. We are divided in Uganda, and, you know, even in diaspora we get divided. Yes. You know, we need something that binds us together. I'll use my powers as the chairman of the Uganda Entertainment Connection to try and, you know, make sure the artists, the promoters, the DJs work together as one, for one Uganda. The other thing is we have a money issue involved in this, whereby the promoters who feel they have the money to do anything they want to do. But I think collectively as one voice stands stronger. If such promoters decide to go their way, I'm not going to follow that. I'm going to stick with a few that agree, you know, to agree to work together as a team. So we serve our people. All this division. I went to the Luo event. When you look at the number that was there, it's a good number, but those are Luos. When you come here, it's a mixed crowd. But I feel better. I think that if we joined all these forces together, we would have one very, very successful event. The other thing I would say about the event here is, if we are trying to do a Ugandan event, if we are celebrating independence, we have a lot to offer. Yes. One of the key issues I think we should be portraying here is the beauty of our country. We should be portraying the natural resources in our country. We should be telling the people in this country, the people in the diaspora, that, you know what, you haven't been to Uganda, but it's a beautiful place. Try and visit Uganda.
And we should bring Uganda to them.
Exactly. And actually, the other thing, and I would like, you know, I wish everyone could take this message seriously. Every Ugandan in the diaspora should become an ambassador of our country. What you do portrays a lot of things that you cannot even imagine of. The way you're dressed, the way you talk to people, the way you interact with others, the way, you know, the way you even the way you dance. Someone look at you like, wow. But all these things come, you know, they come back to our roots. So how are we portraying our country?
I think there's one point that you say there as well, that about how you dress. And I've been saying this since I came in, that I'm a little bit disappointed with the dressing today, because I was actually, that's why I dressed my colors. I'm not from Uganda, but I actually looked at my wardrobe and I brought something that relates to Uganda. But when I came, I'm like, okay, it's not like I'm in a Ugandan event, because I'll say this, maybe I shouldn't compare, but I'll just say, if you went to a Kenyan event, you will definitely know this is a Kenyan event.
The flags will be everywhere, right from the entrance, right from actually, I'll take you back to my event when I did UG at 50, right at the entrance of the venue. I had a crescent crane, a massive crescent crane there in the colors, something that reflects Uganda. Yeah. On top of that, at the entrance, everything was about our colors. The decoration, the stage, everything was about us. The themes, the light themes inside the building. I was very specific on this, and I had an engineer there 24/7 to make sure that everything rhymes with the theme of the event that we're running. So what I've done to try and help this situation, I've come up with an events company. It's called JF Solutions. Basically what I do is I manage events. So other than the people that, like we said, people have money. With them, what they want to do, they want the fame. I want to be there. I want to do this. I want people to know that I've done this. But you're not doing it the right way.
You're not reaching the right people, because it's not doing it the right motive.
Exactly. You're not reaching the right people. Then the other thing is, yes, you are coming to do an event, but are people going to be satisfied with what you've offered? If not, have you tried, coming up with solutions to that? Say, for example, he said yes. Now, what I do is, you come to me with your event. We look into the logistics of the event. We look at how I can, effectively execute your event. I can't do the promotion as well. Oh, I just manage the event. We look at the theme and then keep to the theme of the event. That is very important. The other thing we need to look at is the people that keep supporting us. Now, these people support us because these are Ugandan events, but they get disappointed all the time. Now, what I keep telling them, because most of them have been coming to me, oh, no, Jeff, they look at this. I paid £20. It's not even worth £20. I'm like, we are trying to change things, but they cannot be changed in one day. We are in the process. We formed the association. We have over 60 members in the association. All of them are in the entertainment in the UK. That means something. So we're getting there slowly but steady. So I would urge the public to keep supporting us. Forgive, the few hiccups that have been in the way, but Rome wasn't built in one day. We are going there. We shall get there, and my dream is for us to have a Ugandan event that a Nigerian would come and will be wowed. For us to have a Ugandan event and a Jamaica would come there like, whoa, these guys are actually organized. We have the potential. We can do that, and I believe next year is a changing. It's a game changer. Next year should be a game changer for us.
Well, that was very inspiring. That was very good. And I wish and I just hope that people who are watching this, or people who will watch this, will actually, if we have people from Ugandan community, even if it's not Ugandan community, they'll actually take something from what you've just said and put it in practice, and let's see changes being made, especially in our African community. But I actually say well done to you. I say well done, well done, well done. But I still have something to ask you, which is a challenge. Why are you not dressed in your own Ugandan colors or Ugandan outfit?
Being a Saturday, I had to go to work. There's a dress code we have to meet at work. So actually from work, if I was to go home and change, I wouldn't have managed to go to all the events I had to go to. So right from work, I went straight to the other two events and then came here. and also I'm promoting another event. I'm actually managing on behalf of a certain company. I'm managing the Uganda, the Miss Uganda UK. Yeah, of course I've got lost independence convention, so they keep mixing my mind. Yeah, but I'm managing Miss Uganda UK. It's on the 7th of November at Bowling Banqueting Suite. So I would urge all Ugandans to come. It's the beginning of the good things I'm talking about. There's definitely going to be a difference. There's definitely going to be a difference in the setup of the event. There's going to be a difference in the way people are welcomed. There's going to be a difference in the way people feel about what they pay for. Basically, I'm looking at value for money. I want someone to come and pay £10, but I need to provide a service that is more than the £10. So they feel like, you know what, I went there, but trust me, I have no complaints. That's what we're looking at, and I believe we should do that at Miss Uganda UK.
Thank you very much, and for definite we're coming to Miss Uganda UK, and the reason why I'm coming there is to see if you've put your mouth where your money is. Yeah,
definitely. People who have come to my events, I've been in clubs. I was the manager of Club Vaults from 2007 to 2010. Then I left clubs and I came into events. But from my time in the club, I don't have to stay to sit down here and blow my trumpet. But I know from the feedbacks I get from people, I think I'm a good guy. And I would love to believe that, that's what people think about me. The other thing is I listen a lot. I'm a very good listener. I'm very humble, I believe. But it all comes to the feedback. When I do an event, I'm never satisfied about what I've done until I get what people say. Of course, your friends will always tell you the good things. But to me, I believe in listening to the negativity of the event, because it makes me improve in areas that I haven't satisfied. Then the other thing is when we do these events have challenges. Each event has a different challenge. I'll give you an example of Kampala Night. I'm sure everyone in the diaspora knows Kampala Night. But this is a night that I thought about just like that. Because, and it started from Miss Uganda. I had the Miss Uganda there. I felt the love for Ugandan music. I was like, why can't I do something strictly for Ugandans? Then I created Kampala Night. But after the creation of Kampala Night in 2008, up to now, you see the impact it's caused. Right now, you go in different clubs, and you hear Ugandan song being played. You're like, whoa. I'm in a Nigerian club, they're playing Sicha Ross, they're playing Chameleon song, they're playing Roddy and Weasel, they're playing Juliana. You're like, whoa, now this is good. So that's where we need to look, that's where we need to, those are the kinds of directions that we need to be, going.
Thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of the evening.
You're welcome.
I think we're still enjoying, we're still meeting with new people, new faces, handsome people, interesting people. And right now, I just met one interesting person that I said I have to speak to. Tell us all about yourself.
I'm Stephen Mbazira Innocent, residing here in the UK. We're celebrating Uganda independence, and we are just all happy because, not all are here. Some have already gone, but we are still enjoying ourselves.
Yes. So how do you feel about celebrating your own independence? How does that make you feel? That, whoa, liberation.
I really feel proud. As a Ugandan, I really enjoy myself, as you can see, taking Bond 7 all the way from Uganda. Coca-Cola, we have it in Uganda as well, so it's all fantastic.
It's all fantastic.
Yes.
And it's all for Uganda.
Oh, definitely.
For Uganda.
Definitely. Everything is for Uganda.
Everything is for Uganda.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much. So I know you're planning to still do some more dancing and more.
Definitely. Rema Namakula is in the house, so I'm just definitely waiting for her, and then we jiggle, dance a little bit. You know what I mean, yeah?
Okay, I know what you're saying. All right, then enjoy yourself. Enjoy the rest of the evening.
Thank you, Ugandans all, wherever you are. enjoy your day, and then be happy, yeah? Good life, master.
In the house.
Yes, definitely.
Bringing and we keep celebrating and we keep enjoying and we keep drinking, but no alcohol. You know what I'm saying? We keep drinking loads and loads of Coca-Cola, soft drink, everything. And I've just met someone here who is jiggly on the floor, on the dance floor. Now tell us all about yourself.
Yeah, my name is Thomas Dumba. Sorry, I lost my voice today, but my name is Thomas Dumba. I'm a lawyer, and as well as a writer. I write a few articles in the Daily Monitor.
He lost his voice because he's been singing too much. Have you been singing for Uganda today?
Wow, I can say today I'm proud to be Ugandan.
Yes.
I'm proud that we're celebrating independence. But for a few reasons I feel something is not right. Just today there have been events in Rukonjeri. Basically, was meant to be going to Rukonjeri, but he was stopped by the police. A woman was undressed by the police. So such events, to me personally, mean Uganda is not free. We're still not independent as we think. But I think someday, sometime, people will have power, and we shall finish the unfinished revolution.
So you feel like some people are misusing their power?
I want to feel that, I mean, we got power from the British people, but ever since it moved for us, through Mutesa, Milton Obote, but since came around, and then Museveni, things haven't been as good as we all hoped to.
I think that's a topic for another day, because that will be a very, very big topic on its own. I think that's a topic for another day. But today, let us just enjoy and celebrate our independence.
Yes, we should enjoy and celebrate, but the thing with independence is political. You can remove politics from independence. We have the Economics Bureau of Uganda, but still as well, when you look at people like Mutesa, you look at people that brought about Kabakayeka, which are the origins of independence. It's a political question behind all that. So looking back, there are many Ugandans that, we stand on their shoulders, that have made these things happen. And we do celebrate that. But as well, we need to have the same spirit as they had. They are more educated, or the better understanding of what we want. And so we need to see that young people still have that spirit of being together and of showing that we can achieve much more better.
All right, thank you very much anyway, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the evening.
Yes,
we are still buzzing, we are still on air, we are still having fun, and we're still meeting some very interesting Ugandan people. So right now I've got my lovely lady on my right and a gentleman on my left, and they actually want to tell us all about Ugandan Independence Day. Now, my lady, ladies first. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. We're here at the Ugandan Independence Day. We're having fun, representing the Ugandans in the UK, especially in East London.
Yes.
We're having fun. So you guys that missed out, you should have been here right now at the White House, having fun, knowing about your traditions and all the good stuff.
Yeah. Would you say today's event was a success?
It was a beautiful night. I enjoyed myself, and I hope to see more people in the night.
Yes. Yeah. Did you have some food? Did you eat some Ugandan food?
No, I didn't eat some food, unfortunately, but I ate before I came, so you know how it is. You have to eat before you go anywhere.
Why? Because you don't want to spend some money?
It's not because of that. It's because if you don't get more of, I ate my Ugandan food back home. When I was at home, I prepared it, had some. So what I saw that was here, what I prepared at home was more than what I saw here. So
was it more Ugandan or more better? Which one? Or more tasting better?
At my house, there was more Ugandan because I had some matoke, some chapati.
Now we are talking.
Yeah, whereas here, I only saw some chapatis and like pilau rice.
Yeah,
and sambusa.
And sambusa is not Ugandan, is it?
But it's not real food. We ate before here.
Yeah.
We have to eat real food before we come to these kind of things. Yeah. So
I wish I'd eaten with you guys because I'm actually starving. These people have starved me. They didn't give me any food.
I tell you what, I came in when I saw people eating and I was like tempted, but I was a little bit full up, so you missed out at big time.
Oh, I missed out, but I love chapati. I think I'm going to check if chapatis are still there. Yeah, but thank you very much. Are you guys going, or you're still staying to have some more party?
We're going to another Ugandan club because the party doesn't end here. We continue on.
Oh.
We're still celebrating the Ugandan independence.
We cannot stop celebrating.
So we've enjoyed this part. It's time for us to move on to the next part.
To the next level.
Next Ugandan event.
Well done. Thank you very much, guys. And as you go to celebrate, enjoy yourselves and have fun. Please do not do what I wouldn't do. You know what I'm saying? But enjoy yourself.
I always enjoy myself, but I don't know what you do that I don't do. So
you don't want to know. You don't want to know. So let's just leave it to that. Let's leave it to that.
I'll just say, do as I say, but don't do as I do. So
thank you, girlfriend. That's it. Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.